Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing another demo that's currently available as part of Steam Next Fest, which is Skald against the Black Priory. And this is one I'm quite excited about. This has been on my wish list for a little while since one of the commenters on one of my early Road Warden videos, I think, suggested this game, and I checked it out, and yeah, this is very much up my alley, as it were. So anyone who played the old Ultima games, I'm talking about things like, maybe not the first one, which I think was quite different, the second one as well, but my first Ultima game was Ultima IV, and I very much get that kind of vibe from this game. So let's go into create a character. Oh, not implemented yet. Right, okay, not part of the demo. We'll do quick start then. On the wine-dark, raging seas of the Outer Isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the accursed island of Idra. The moan and creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Okay, what are we? Let's get up, mouth dry and head pounding. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Let's be on our way. Right, so control with the WASD keys. You do have a mouse pointer which can sort of highlight objects that you can see that are interactable. So if we go up there and we just nudge left again, we see a desk. And if we do it again, we'll interact with it. A desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labelled the Outer Isles and a course is drawn towards an island named Idra. Can't be far now. Let me just... Ooh, something just struck the ship. Right, well, there was a chest here, so let's nudge over to the chest and we'll open that up. And we've got a... it doesn't actually say unless till you go into your inventory, which I access by clicking on his face. And then go to inventory. So let's right click on that. So we're armed with a dagger now. We've got a bit of gold, 17. It says, a dagger is a fighting knife. Its blade is usually less than 1 foot long and can be curved or straight with one edge or two. It's a melee weapon. Damage 1 to 2. Damage type piercing. Can crit for 2.4. Value 4 gold pieces and quite light. We could unequip it, drop a stack. Let's actually pop over to our character. So our name is Andros, we weren't able to change that. We're a human, rogue, mercenary background, male, level 1. Got 1000 XP to go to a level 2. Primary stats, agility 3, fortitude 2, intellect 1, we're quite thick. Presence 2, strength 2. Secondary stats, don't really know what some of this is. Fullness, I would imagine, is like an eating mechanic of some kind. Vitality 14 is probably hit points, I would think. Wounds 8. Current value is 8 out of 8. Don't know what that is. We've got some combat stats, a bit of dodge, critical chance, range skill, blah 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 blah. Thievery 4, quite interesting. In feats, we can backstab. You make an attack at a -4 penalty, but with a chance to bypass opponent's armor, dealing damage without applying opponent's soak. Opponents are spelled wrong. Pierce armor. You make it. Oh, what's backstab then? Oh, that was pierce armor. Backstab. Any successful attack against a defenseless, flanked, stunned, or surprised opponent scores an automatic critical hit. Spells. We don't know any. Quests. We're just investigating what's happening. Factions. There's some factions going on here. We're neutral with everyone. We don't really know who anyone is at this point. So let's just exit for now. Alright, we're going to come down to our cabin. Oh, the door's locked. To your surprise, you realise this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin blade. So we've got the option to use our dagger here that we have equipped. Unlocked. You slip the dagger through a gap in the door and lift the bar that was locking you in. The door begins to creak open. 100 XP for opening a door. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. So we'll come in here. I spotted something. So we're moving down there. Come over here. There's a barrel here we can interact with. We can get some fish, it looks like. Different types of fish. Oh, I picked up something. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realise someone, or something, fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sounds from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forwards. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leaves no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Though as it emerges from the shadows it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common shiprat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. So we're in combat now. So we have a rabid rat. That's another rabid rat. Vitality 5. Target's out of range. What do we have? So we can perform an attack, cast a spell, use a feat. We can pass turn and defend. I think we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head here. It's because I don't want to be, blindsided by one in my back. So let's just pass and turn. I'll pass our turn and defend here. There we go. The rat comes up and misses, and that one can't get to us. Now, can we use a feat? Pierce armor. Well, it doesn't have armor, so that's probably not much good. So let's just perform an attack. Good. 7 damage. It hit us for 1. It's almost dead, I would think. It's got no vitality left, in fact. So, presumably... Oh, we can also hold our action until the end of turn. Should have done that, probably. Let's just attack again. Oh, we missed this time. It hit us for 1 damage. There we go. We got it this time. 3 damage. Dead. Charge and a miss. I think we'll just attack. Hit 3 damage. It missed us. Again, we probably do... Oh, 3 damage. Bloodied. I don't know what that means. If we click on it... Oh, I attacked and missed. I just wanted to see what bloodied does. I don't know. It's on vitality 0 at the moment. Bam! There we go. 2 dead rats. 123 XP. You've defeated your enemies. Each party member gained 123 XP. There's loot on the ground. 2 rat tails. Sure. Let's loot all the rat tails. Yum yum. Okay. Anything over here? Oh, there is a chest down here, or a crate down here. We've got some more food. So, yeah, so if you go into your inventory, you see there's lots of food there, and if we see we're missing, I don't know, maybe 3 HP or something, so let's eat some raw potatoes. See what that does. Oh, we go eat. Healed 1 vitality, healed another, and healed another. So we heal 1 of vitality for each of those potatoes that we scarf down. Okay. It's dark over here. There is another door here, so let's... we can open that. Oh, there's a bloody trail leading up there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for us to sort of interact with here, so let's go up the ladder. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. "Andros, there you are at last," growls a rough voice. Who's there? Show yourself." "No, it's Roland. Where the tides have you been?" "Why are you skulking around?" The brute chuckles. "Shadow suits a face like this just fine. No matter, there's trouble and you're needed on deck. Now." "What for? What's all that noise?" "The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back." "If we turn back, we lose our shot at the girl." Not quite sure what our objective is. It sounds like we're rescuing someone anyway. "And no one gets paid. Listen here, I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Idra and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go bad quickly. But the sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something's hunting us." Now these these highlighted words in their speech, if you click on those, it does explain something. So Idra, the main island of the Outer Isles. Its main settlement is the port of Horin. Okay. Let's go, for all the good it will do. Wait, there's a few sailors up ahead, rattled as a pair of rabbits. Is there a way past them? There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left, and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. Famous last words. You and Roland begin making your way towards the commotion on deck. Press Q or press the character portraits to swap the party leader. There we go. So that's us at the moment, and if we press Q, we're Roland. I'm going to go with us. We're trying to be sneaky, aren't we? So it makes sense to lead with a rogue character. There's a chest down there to search, though. I spotted something. Right, a shoddy wooden chest. So that's Thievery 4, that's our skill in the thing. Difficulty of 10 though. We don't have any thieves' tools. But we have a better chance of picking it just by hand than we do of beating it in. So let's try pick. It actually won't let me do it without thieves' tools, okay. So we can try forcing it then, and it's going to roll these 2 dice. So we've got a difficulty of 10 on this roll. Result of 5 doesn't beat 10, obviously not. And I'm losing health here. Result of 12 does beat it though, so we put some damage into the chest. Try again. No, we failed, so I'm losing vitality. That's a success. Failure. Success. Oh, come on, one more. 10 doesn't beat 10. I think they should change that, because in D&D anyway, if you match a skill check, you do it is a pass. And look, we got 5 thieves' tools. Huzzah! Okay. What's this thing? It just, I don't know, it's a table saw or something. It doesn't let us do much with it. Right, I'm going to eat because I don't have to get straight into the inventory. It's not I, is it? I don't think. No. I know that C is this sheet though, so let's do that. Okay, well, I'm going to eat some leeks. Oh, here we go. Right. Scarf down some leeks, maybe another potato or 2. There we go. So I'm full health again. Let's check out this barrel. I think it would be nice if it hovered and it told you what it was. I think. Oh no, it's not tab either. All right, well, we'll go to C and just click over. So that was some salt and lemons. Okay. Now we want the left door, don't we? We can actually see the blood trail going in there. Press Control to enter stealth mode. Stick to the shadows and be sure to reach cover before your stealth status. Your stealth reaches 0%. If the stealth indicator is green, you're in cover. Okay, so let's control. 100% stealth there. So we come in here, we can see there's people over there. Oh no. Our stealth meter's dropping fast. Okay, it's going up now though. There's a chest over there. Okay, it's going down again. Okay, there's a door here. I've opened that, so it's going up again now. We're sort of outside. There's another chest here. We're going to try the thieves' tools this time. So let's pick. Result of 12 beats 10. That's good. So we've still got a bit to go. No. There we go. Unlocked. Let's have a look what we got. We've actually got there's like a sword. So there we go. Short sword and buckler. There we go. So let's equip those. So take the sword and the buckler. And what does what's his face got? Roland. He's already got a sword. He's actually got a two-hander, and he's got leather armor too. What have we got? We have no armor. We've got traveler's garb. Okay. 100% stealth at the moment. What's in this door? Okay, it's locked. That's a fail. That's a success. Damn, we've run out of thieves' tools. We have to try force. Unlocked. The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. Ah! Reed Emperors! It's coming for us! It whispers to me! One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. Diplomacy versus 10. Calm yourself. You're guild sailors. Okay, diplomacy. Our skill is 3. Difficulty's 10. So we have to roll... I'm guessing we have to roll a 7 then. 2 dice should be okay, but we rolled a 6. Half insane with terror, the sailors scream and lunge at you. And what's these ones? Okay. It's Roland's turn. Maybe we should take some cover in here. Oh no, it's hit Roland. Roland, what feats do you have? Doesn't have any. Okay, well let's just hit with him. Wallop! 12 damage, nice. Now it's me. Oops, he's bloodied me. Yeah, shifting just uses your turn, so that's not great. I haven't got anything I can do from range. This Roland wants to come back here. Right, Roland, disengage. Now it's me. I'll hold action, maybe. God, he's giving Roland a thump. Roland, pull one back. There we go. Now it's me again. Hold action. Is it the end? It might be the end of the turn. Okay, let's do that. Is it still me? All right, let's go here then. Right, keeps hitting him. Right, now it's Roland, so I think we'll just attack. Good hit. Now it's me. Let me take the lead now. What? Oh, it's still Roland, I think. Okay, well, Roland, maybe we can heal you. You can eat a rat tail if you like. Actually, you can't even eat the rat tail. Okay, eat the fish. 7 vitality. Okay, it's not bad. So now it is me. I could try. Oh, that spells. Where's the feet? Oh, feet. Okay, feet. Pierce armor. Let's try that. Miss. Okay. Okay, now I know that that's feet. So Roland actually doesn't have anything with feet. It's fine. Can't attack. Okay, let's just switch. I'll switch again. Miss. Right, come on. We'll just attack them. Oh, it's Roland again. Defend. And now it's me. 4 damage. Miss. Roland. Maybe we can eat something else. Eat that fish. How much vitality does he have? Okay, well I'm going to attack. 3. This guy's got vitality 5. I'm actually taking some damage here, so let's put Roland back in. I'll eat one of these. Couldn't really get into a very good position in this fight. So we eat something else. Oh, Roland's taking another beating here. Oh, there we go. Got him. You have defeated your enemies. Each party member gained 81 XP. Loot on the ground is club, dagger, surgery door key. Loot all and leave. I think this is the surgery. Is this something? Oh, there's a desk. Got some gold. Well, there's like a journal, and I'm not sure what that is. Could be a health potion. Brandy. Okay. Sweet, sweet brandy. So the journal, we can read too. Written on the day of departure from the mainland. Left Adler's helm today with a full complement of passengers. Mercenaries by the looks of it. Paid well. Ship was dispatched by Guild before we could fully restock medical supplies. Hopefully we won't need them. Then again, our passengers make me uneasy. Written 5 days ago. Return 5 days ago. Thing is, I don't know if this is old language or if it's a typo. Brawling mess. Had to set nose. Men seem on edge. Can't say I blame them. Have been sleeping poorly and dreams are unsound. See, that says written and that says return. So, yeah, hopefully they fix that sort of thing. And again, it's the same typo, but not in the same place. Written 4 days ago. Igan came to me today with a bite wound that he sustained while working in the hold. Didn't see creature, and I would say it was a rat bite if it weren't for the size and some aspect of the dentition that I find hard to explain properly. 2 days ago. Was visited today by Navigator Aslam. He asked for whitefern, a sedative. Claimed he had trouble sleeping. Suspected he was not fully forthcoming, and when pushed he mumbled something about the stars being odd. Not sure what he meant, and he left before I could push him further. Written today. Men are about to break. We cannot maintain our course for Idra. Captain advised me today to make ready the surgery and to expect casualties. I suspect he intends to inform the passengers that he refuses to land on the island. If this is my last... The entry trails off. Okay. I'm going to eat some steelfin. And Roland's going to need some as well. Don't seem to gain very much vitality from eating. Where's the brandy? Oh, that's a club. Here's the brandy. You can eat this. What does it do for him? Yeah, it just eats it. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. We've got a few more healing items. Well, it's just these 5 onions, really. A couple of daggers and a club. Alright. What's over here? There's a little surgical tools. Oh. Picked up a dagger. We've got loads of daggers now. What's this thing? No cargo. A grisly scene. You recognise the corpse of one of the crewmates, a young man of barely 16 years called Sullum. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Right, so where do we want to go? We actually want to go up these stairs, but now those sailors are gone, I can look in this chest. A crate, got more food. Very nice. Oh, hang on a minute. Boom, that's me now. I was going to say I look armoured, but I'm not. Oh, mutiny! You emerge onto the deck and see 2 groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention toward you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Address the ship's captain. You direct your attention to the ship's captain. You know him to be a reasonable but suggestible man. At present his usually placid eyes are wild with panic or anger. I paid you for passage to the shore, did I not? The captain lowers his weapon and speaks earnestly.
Now, the coast of Idra is cursed. We'd heard tales and assumed them grog-drenched rumours only, but there is something between us and the shore that will drag us all to a watery grave.
We must sail on to land and the girl. There is desperation in the captain's voice.
We're seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of.
We're out of time. Sail us in or argue the point with Estavo. Estavo turns his steely gaze from you to the captain.
Let me spell this out for you, sea dog. We contracted to rescue the girl, but if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free.
The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall.
I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command.
Let's try the diplomatic option. Diplomacy versus 10. I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. So we've got to roll we've got to roll an 8, because, yeah, here we go. Andros must roll an 8 or above on 2d6 to succeed on this diplomacy skill check. Oh, 8. Success. Result of 11 beats 10. A few of the ship's crew lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flit between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails.
So be it. May the deep have mercy.
You gain 100 XP. Suddenly, huge monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. I'm guessing that's Estavo there. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck. Others snap the masts like they were matchsticks. Another typo. You stand frozen in place. Through a maze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle, but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Go to Roland's aid. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship, trying to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandoned ship. As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving way into flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper. Ever deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. There we go. The Berin estate. The guardsman dressed in the livery of the noble house Berin. The guard scowls somewhat at you.
Arms Master Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you've not already done so.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll keep going. This is 2 weeks earlier. The villa of Lord Cato Berin. Fat insects buzz lazily about in the warm and peaceful evening. Still, there is a chill that creeps into your very core, as if somewhere you are fighting for your life in the dark depths. Continue.
Come here, Will.
Actually, I don't know if that is his voice. An aging armoured man in the livery of House Berin stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a craggy face, fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. Right, House Berin. The House of Berin is one of the richest and most influential houses in the north. Their current head is the Lord Cato Berin. Return his challenging stare. The older man crosses his massive arm, steps forward and leans towards you.
So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you?
No, his voice is full of gravel. Okay, I could go more gravelly, I suppose. There's a glint in his eyes, as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Gideon, you old fool! A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Gideon may be older and greyer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy, you old boar! Gideon steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders.
I heard of your father's passing. Truly he sits with the golden...
Oh, it's dead. I thought that was... yeah, okay.
Truly he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die?
Drunk and reeking of his own piss. The man's eyelids droop, near fully closed.
It was a cruel fate that befell your father, and yours crueler still. For what it's worth, I'll bear memory of him as the good, honest man he was before.
Gideon is quiet for a moment, then offers a sad smile.
We'll raise a cup to his name together, you and I, soon as you're done with the master.
Gideon, why am I here?
Master Cato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. Andros. Lyra, the new master-at-arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you. And don't ask her not to if you think I had a temper.
The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled houseguard's voice. Oh, I don't think I'll pass a check of 15. I'd have to crit. I shall look for this Lyra.
If you want to explore, for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait, and we don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again.
The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Activate or deactivate lanterns by pressing T. Beep, beep. Okay, I can't do it in conversation.
Whatever may came to pass, it did this old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, boy.
The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorially.
My damn knees are acting up again. Can't hardly sleep on account of the aches. Let me tell you, I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. I used to be an adventurer like you. If you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man.
Gideon shifts as if to emphasize his stiff knees. Continue.
But first, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her first and I'll be here for later.
Leave. Okay. T. Okay, yeah, there we go. Little lantern. What's that? Oh, I put the fire out. Right. this the hedge maze? Can I go? Oh, I can go down here. It's quite dark. Let's put T. There we go. So we've got our little lantern now. Explored it. I think this is probably just the walls of the estate, isn't it? What's up here? What's that? Oh, okay. There's a little building over there. Can we go in? Maybe there's a door somewhere else. Not here. Okay, maybe I can't go in there. Oh, there's a guard there. Who's that? A guardsman dressed in the livery of Noble House Baron. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Armsmaster Lara awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you've not already done so. Alright, different guard. Same old guards, different day. Alright. Okay, well that's that way. Let's just have a little poke around in the corners before we commit to seeing this Lyra person. Another guardsman there. I'm guessing he's probably going to say much the same thing. Another building I can't get to. I would think this is... Oh, okay, he's blocking it. I won't read it again. He just says the same line. Say the line, Bart. Okay, can't go there. Can't go there. Okay, that's probably as much as we can explore at this stage. I imagine up here is Lyra. This looks like the main entrance. That looks like a Lyra. A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new Master-at-Arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings, Andros. Master Kato welcomes you back to House Baron. The Master is eager to meet with you, and he will be ready in a short while. In the meantime, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food, and then perhaps walk the grounds and garden. Why have I been summoned? That is for the Master himself to answer, and he will soon enough. For now, though, please get some food and look around. I'm sure old Gideon would be happy to see you if you've not talked to him already. Very well. Excellent. I'm sure you will know the way around the grounds. The kitchen is in the buildings to the east, and the garden and hedge maze is to the west. Come back and check in with me once you've stretched your legs. Okay, well, we've kind of already done that, but we'll go and get some food in the kitchen. There we go. The guards moved now. Can I get in? Thank you. You enter the kitchen and a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven. Kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. Reminisce. You remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Go to Magda. Magda clasps you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As son to the Master-at-Arms for the great House of Baron, you do not go wanting. Materially, at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my lord, my child. Sleeping now. But it'd be best if you got him to bed before his men see him like this. Again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. I'll go see him. Don't worry. Is it Baron? Yeah, it is Baron. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, Andros, deep wounds take a long while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, my lord? The man in a chef's outfit offers in a hoarse voice. Was that hoarse? I don't know. Alright, maybe he's the chef? And the chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I'm the Chef d'Armand, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lord. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. Indeed I am. My suggestion is thusly. Whilst I stoke the fire, you run down in the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich, and you shall never want for an evening meal as long as you live. Very well. Splendid. The pantry is west of the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northernmost room. Return when you've cured ham and cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. Gideon wanted a bottle of brandy. The old wretch is too cowardly to come to himself, so he sends you instead. The brandy will be the end of him, I say. And again, who am I to deny the old fool his few pleasures? You'll find a crate of fine Gorimian brandy in the northeast corner of the wine cellar. Continue. Chef Armand wanders back and forth, tending the fire and keeping his kitchen tidy. Here's the gait of a man who has been on his feet for far too many hours. Alright, leave. Sure we can find the cellar. Probably down here, right? Has the look of a cellar, does it not? The chest up there. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff in their wine tasting sessions. No doubt much revelry has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. Or someone sobbing. Alright, what's in this chest? We have... lantern. Okay, well, I've already got the lantern. Maybe that's if I didn't speak to... what's his face? Gideon. Anything out here? Oh, yeah. Let's have a little poke around. Oh, cured meats. Maybe we'll take them all. Some cheddar cheese. Is this a passage? Oh, it is. This will be the wine cellar then. See if there's any brandy here. You're gripped by a long-hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in so doing, preserved its strength. And now it demands freedom. You can still recall smelling him before you could make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar.
Mistress Valeria, open the door.
Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings.
Now could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she?
Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness.
We found her, wandering the forest outside the estate. Mistress Valeria.
Help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand.
No, she was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. And how could you know? You were but a babe yourself.
You help lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father.
Lord Gato trusted me, and I failed him. But Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mine broken, and that spawn of a child.
Your father's voice seethes with fury. Enough!
Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about honor? As much as your harlot mother.
Your father steps away from you unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Shut up, shut up, shut up! You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory, your knuckles white. You're alone in the damp cellar and don't particularly feel like dwelling there. Alright. This could be brandy here. Well, we've got 3 bottles. Very nice. Don't mind if we do. That's probably it for here. Haven't found the cheese yet. It's probably... There's a door up here we haven't been through. Maybe in here. A cheese room. Every good castle must have a cheese room. Let's take it all. Alright, we can head back now. Let's just quickly go up this way just in case there was anything up here that I missed. Don't think so. It's that sobbing sound. I wonder if that was his memory of his father that he was hearing. Could be. Alright. Well, let's give these to the chef first. I have the ham and cheese.
Perfect. First of all, here's some bread. Now, the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use.
I don't remember his voice.
Remember, you need both bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Now go give it a try and bring me the result. She'll see if you have it in you.
Is this thing? Alright, okay. Right, so we have some recipes here on the left, it looks like. So let's say cheese sandwich. And we've got dark bread, so we add it. Do we add it? Do we drag it? What do we do? Double click. Just craft 2? This is not a valid recipe. Alright. Could be a bug. Okay, I'm not going to spend ages here, but I'm not seeing a way to add these to this pot. Exit. Maybe we have to go back to him? What does he say? Remember, you need both the bread, ham and cheese. Give it a go. Can the chefs help us? Good evening, my lord. The red-faced scullion bows slightly. Talk? Scullion has nothing to talk about. We trade. Does not want to trade. Oh, let's leave. We're not going to attack him. Try this again. Okay. I don't know if it's just not fully implemented in the demo, perhaps, but I can't seem to do that. But we can go and give Gideon the brandy that he was after. Let's go do that.
Have you seen Lyra yet? Best not keep her waiting.
I have your medicine.
Ah, some fine foraging, young whelp.
Before you can get a word in, Gideon snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh.
Ah, may your sleep be dreamless.
He speaks as if to himself. 100 XP. May your sleep be dreamless? Gideon smiles sadly.
An old soldier's greeting. Something one mercenary would say to another as a prayer to not dwell on painful memories, the kind that comes with the work. Your father and I.
Gideon halts momentarily and looks at you.
Your father and I would always part with those words. Now, I've held you long enough. Be on your way.
Leave. Goodbye, Gideon. Right, let's see if I can go in this building that was over on this side now. Boop. No. It's not much of a hedge maze, I must say. Unless... oh, no, that guard's moved now. You stand before the gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sounds and smells of the estate grounds, as they were long ago, call to you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, Star Child. Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you and darts off into the maze. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you on to the centre of the maze. Okay. Right, well I have a rule for mazes that never lets me down, and that's always take the left turn. Always turn left and you can never go wrong. Then you come back, then you take the next left, which is here. Keep going left. Dead end, then we keep going left, which means up here. No, so we come back, we'll take the left turn there. Left turn there. Okay, left turn. Okay, then we come back out, we'll go this way. There we go. As I said, never fails. My wife hates doing mazes with me. She says I take all the fun out of it. You stand at the centre of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean, the rock at its heart a wind-swept island. You found me, Daydreamer. You remember the tone in her voice and can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water, it's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow-motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond's surface. Where water and skin meet, strange colours bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get in trouble, stop it! Embla moves her fingers across the water's surface like a painter's brush. Colours spill across the pond, and for a sleeping moment you fancy that you can see a cloud-topped mountain. Or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city reaching towards the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout, along with the beguiling images.
Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house, immediately.
Oh, that's my father. Oh, is it our father? His voice is different.
Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house immediately.
Oh, that's my father. Something's wrong. It's my mother. She's ill again. I think I cause it, with what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until mother isn't mother? Or until father isn't lord? Or your father isn't master at arms? How long will any of it last? Why are you talking like this? Do you ever feel like everything is a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger.
Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you, now.
Say nothing. Your father shoots you a stern glance.
I'll deal with you later.
Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you, back to the house. She doesn't meet your eyes as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. Right. Let's keep going. There might be something else in here. Oh, back at the entrance. Okay, that was probably it. We found the centre of the maze, didn't we? So I think that's probably largely it. Let's go back to Lyra. We turn our torch off now. I'm sorry, but the master is not quite ready yet. I must ask you to wander around a bit more. Have you eaten? And perhaps the hedge maze, if the darkness does not scare you? It would scare me less if you joined me. Under no circumstance. Now, if you will excuse me... Which is quite stern. Maybe I have to do that bread sandwich thing. Ham and cheese sandwich. I mean, I've got no idea how to manage that. Gonna have another go, I suppose. But it's probably getting on in length now, the demo. And if this doesn't work, I think I'll probably leave it there. I mean, I'm enjoying it. This is great. I mean, I'm definitely going to play this when it releases. This is new but major nostalgia. I played so much Ultima IV when I was little. Right click, left click, drag doesn't work at all. I highlight it and click on the cauldron, it doesn't work. I just click craft, it doesn't add it at all. I mean, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? You know what, I'm going to pause and I'm going to go and check the Steam forum and just see if anyone else is having the same issue and how they fixed it. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I have no idea why this is suddenly working, but when I clicked on this, it suddenly says right-click ingredients to add them to the workbench. And bear in mind, I was right-clicking before, and it wasn't doing anything. Now, when I right-click, stuff goes in. I don't know why that suddenly started working, because I was left-clicking, I was right-clicking, it wasn't doing anything, but it's working now. And we have a cheese sandwich. For a few short moments, whilst eating a melted cheese sandwich, all is well in the world, and I heartily agree with that sentiment. Can we make more? Oh, we made 8 sandwiches. That'll do. Let's go and speak to the guy. Chef Armand wanders back and forth, tending the fire and keeping his... Oh no, we've said that loads. Present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose.
Oh, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savouriness of the ham. Perfection.
You shall indeed
never again go hungry in the night.
Gain 50 XP. So have a quick look at us. How close are we to leveling up here? 211. That's not too bad. I don't know at what point the demo will end though, but I'm hoping we can now go to Lyra and get in to see this Lord Kato. There you are. If your nostalgia is appeased, the Master will see you now. Yes, let's go see Kato. Very well. If it pleases you, the Master is in his office, just ahead. Yes, I remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face, and she beckons for you to lead the way. Right. The opulence is faded, the shadows longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. I didn't come here to reminisce. Let's keep going. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Why is that? Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Berin, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a grey ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Berin, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown, strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. How fares Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Berin. He's been long impatient to see you. But what of Mistress Valeria? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside. Lyra answers curtly. Let's be on our way. Anything here we can interact with? Don't think so. Lyra is probably impatient. I think we probably go through this door. Kato Berin sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood.
It's a mercy to see you again. Your own man and in your prime, Kato says before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. But perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances.
So you know my father is dead. Kato leans forward, hands clasped beneath his chin.
I shan't deny it. I was saddened to hear of his passing. Despite everything, I remember him fondly.
No need to dwell on the past. Kato is caught off guard for a moment before letting out a deep breath.
Then the years have bestowed you with wisdom. I am glad, for it has forsaken the house of Berin.
Why have you called me here?
Embla is missing.
Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features.
Now, I beg of you, Andros, help me find my daughter. Help her return home where she belongs.
What's happened to her?
She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it.
Kato begins to glower.
Since then, however, there have been reports. Grave ones.
Reports?
No one and no word has left Idra in days. Rumour has it even the Imperial augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me one way or another.
Any idea why she left?
Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts. But I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she is looking for answers.
But why Idra?
Why indeed, there is little on the island save the port of Horin. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there.
Horin?
Yes, an old imperial port and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and the occasional smuggler.
Oh, interesting spelling of occasional.
We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead.
You mentioned her aptitude.
An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from the canonical imperial praxis. Instead, it comes from elsewhere. It is the kind the Empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it only answers that she seeks.
What can I do?
Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost, just bring back my daughter.
Mercenaries?
Yes. If nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. I recommend you begin by seeking out Roland Greyeye, a crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before.
Roland Greyeye?
The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew.
I'll take it into consideration. Kato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching.
I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you?
I accept for Embla's sake. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember.
Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence.
Let's get on with it. Kato stands, with poorly concealed effort.
And Andros?
You stand and meet his gaze.
Return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair.
Remain silent and leave. Okay, I think we're zipping forward now to the post-drowning. You're awoken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. Slowly you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of solid rock. Moments or hours pass as you lay still, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you'll find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Idra. And we're coming up to about an hour in this video now, I think. So it seems like a good point on that cliffhanger to leave it for now. And I really like playing this game. This feels really cool to me. And it's definitely one that I'm going to be playing on the channel when it is released. And I think it's due next year sometime. I'm not exactly sure when. I don't think the developer's given a date beyond 2023. He's not sort of committing himself to anything just yet. So I don't think it's not imminent, I don't think. But hopefully we'll see it next year. But thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. That would be amazing. And in the meantime, I hope to see you on Boring Dad Gaming again. We're playing some spooky games in October, and I'm going to be playing a few more of these Next Fest demos of games that have been sitting tantalizingly in my Steam wishlist for a while. Okay, bye for now.